Hello my DIY friends, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel again. And today we're going to show you how to install an ice maker. So here we have a standard Frigidaire freezer on top refrigerator. And if you look right in here, this is the ice maker that we just got installed here. We just got finished. So you're probably wondering, how did this ice maker get here? How did we do it? Well, today we're going to show you exactly how it's done. So let's get right into it. Alright, so when you pull your ice maker out of the box, you're going to find you have the ice maker and the tray and your bag of parts here. And you may not need this. I don't think we're going to need this because this particular refrigerator in this project already has the water inlet valve on it. That's what this is here, and the green tube that feeds up top. So if we come over here and look behind the refrigerator here, let me show you. So we have an internal condensing unit, and sometimes on these you'll see the inlet valve is at the bottom here, and they'll have a little schematic on the back of the refrigerator there to give you instructions on how to hook up your hose. So our hose will come around, and they want it to loop up and around the top and plug into the top. So what they mean here is, see, they've got the clips on there already. So you route your little hose around and it's going to attach right up top here. So this comes off, see? So there's your standard little 1/4 inch compression fit there. You screw it right on and it'll compress right down. Okay, so put that back on for now. So we got some ice pops here. Yum yum, too bad they got to go for now. That'll be our little treat later. Alright, so at the back of the freezer you'll see this little Easy Ice, this little plastic lid here. And if you look way back in that slot there, you can see there's like a plastic tab. If you've never done this before, it's a real pain in the neck if you've never done it. But once you've done it once or twice, you'll get the feel for it. But you got to stick your flathead screwdriver in here. And it's got to go above that tab. And you got to push that tab down as far as you can push it down, and it'll release its grip on this thing and make it come out. Just like that. Sometimes you might have to use both hands, but anyway, that's how you do it. And so this will expose your connector here for the wires, and then when you plug in the ice maker, it'll go right up to the water tube there. And then you see these two little white plastic covers right there. We got to take those off. Okay, so we've got those both out now. Now we can prep the ice maker. We just need to put the little level bracket onto the bottom of it. Alright, now we have to remove the shelf. To do that, you got to take this rubber guy off first here, whatever this piece of plastic is. It's securing it and keeping it from moving left to right, so we have to pop that off. Okay, so he is now off, and then all you got to do is slide the shelf over to the left. Alright, so now we just slide the shelf over to the left, and it pops out of the right side. And it comes right out. That's all you do. Okay, so next step is you're supposed to take the two of the longer screws here, and I use a 1/4 inch hex driver here, and you want to just screw them in most of the way in, because you're going to hang the ice maker off of this and then tighten them down once you get it in. Okay, so on the bottom side of the ice maker, you just need to, if you have this screw is already there, you got to remove it. And then this is the leveling bracket. So this, we're going to put right in there and screw it down. Now you don't tighten it all the way. You leave it so that you can move it a little. Because what's going to happen is once we mount this on the wall inside the refrigerator, this here will shift either left or right here in order to tilt the ice maker to make it level. And we'll show you how to do that once we get it installed. So now we're ready to install it into the back wall there. And so let me just show you something here. So when we plug this into the back wall, this wiring harness right here will connect into that connector that we saw earlier. And then the little water tube that sticks down will stick right into here, and it should just land right inside there. So that's how you want to put this up on the wall there. And make sure that your little tube lands inside there. Okay, so you see I've plugged in the harness on the left, and I'm just going to make sure that the tube there goes right inside, right? And then we're going to hang this up on the screws over on the left side there. Don't forget to snap that cover in over your harness once you get the harness in. So now let's go ahead and get the unit attached on there. We're going to hang it on the two screws there. Okay, so now I've tightened both of these screws here. So now the ice maker is hanging and tight to the wall. However, it's going to be crooked. See how you got this crooked gap right here? Well, the ice maker needs to be level. So that's why what you want to do is you got to really loosen them up, back up a little bit more so that you can rotate it. So we're going to loosen this a little and loosen the other one. Okay. So now that it's loosened, you can see how you want to rotate it up like that until that gap is even all the way up and down. It gives you a perfect 1/8 inch reveal. So to do that, you got to push your bracket all the way up against the wall there and then tighten it. It's going to take both hands. Okay, so now we're tightening the screw there. So you see what we did? By tilting this out a little bit to the left here, counterclockwise, we were able to even up this gap here. And that's how you do it, by pushing the bracket all the way over to the left against the wall. And once you find that perfect setting that you're happy with, that's when you tighten it down. Okay, so to put the shelf back in, you just reverse the steps. We'll put it in on the left and draw it down on the right hand side, all the way down in position there, and slide it over, and there we go. So we are back in business with our shelf. Now let's put the ice tray in. Alright, so there's our ice tray in place, and just in case you've never used an ice maker before, this is the off position here. So you see it tells you right there. So by default they are shipped from the factory in the on position. So I usually put it off until I have the water hose hooked up and everything's running. Okay, so this is what you need here. You need to get this 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch compression hose here. And so this is specifically made for ice maker. Okay, and this one's 10 feet long. And if you have any questions at all, put them down in the comments and we'll answer them for you. And this is also a great time to subscribe, and if you haven't, this would be a perfect time for you, because we have over 250 videos covering all sorts of topics of installing things around your house and remodeling. And you can come back and binge watch whenever you want, and then hit that gray bell icon right next to it once you hit subscribe, and that will alert you every time we upload a video so that you never miss a single video.